right on the forehead. But that's another story for another day. What, man? Why you laughing? Look, we're talking about that off camera.
That was
So,
funny. I give you that. That was funny.
so today. Now, y'all been asking, where Uncle Tim at? Where Uncle Tim? Look. All right, he had a prior engagement with a very, very lovely lady. Y'all see the left hand. Y'all know what it is. All right, but he back. He back.
Oh, I had to look at my left hand. He was going that for a
He
second.
had to look at his own left hand, y'all. Look,
I didn't know where that was going because
Wow.
I said, you be going all kind of places with that.
Wow, y'all. I don't even know what to
And
say.
if anybody even noticed in the videos now, I don't know if all of y'all noticed, he has the bigger picture now, so I'm not the focus no more. He the focus. You see that?
Okay. First of all,
Somebody killing themselves.
First of all, you just had a better background. Everybody be asking me like, why you got like 18, game cubes? You can only play one at a time. I was like, look, y'all gonna have to ask him one of these days. He'll tell you why he got 18 game cubes, in the background.
Hey.
But
one of them was yours.
Oh, I digress. All right, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all already know this is A Man is Talking with Uncle Tim and Big Keys. All right. AKA, y'all knew it was coming. You knew they were coming. AKA Raymond Reddington, because y'all know I'm out here doing that Raymond Reddington. AKA, for the purpose of this video, Scrooge McDuck.
And for the people who don't know, he's wearing glasses. So this might be a Sis video right here. So I don't know.
Wow, y'all gonna notice that I'm wearing glasses, so it's a little different when I wear the glasses. Okay, whatever. But that means I done research.
You see the ring light too in the glasses. Look at the ring light. So you know the production value has went up.
The production value has went up. I told you. I got weekends and I got nights and weekends with the mic. My wife let me have, the weekdays with the light. So we can't do both at the same time. So if the sound ain't right, that's because she only gave me weekends and nights, like a bad phone deal from the 90s with the mic.
Hell, I'm still using my iPhone, so hey.
So today's topic. Oh, don't forget, man. That brother right there, that is Uncle Tim, aka Tim 2.0, aka Tim 2.0 review. Make sure y'all follow that man. That man reviewing some good stuff over there.
Hey, the shelves are almost empty.
See, keep buying it, y'all. All right. So me and Uncle Tim, we was talking off camera, and remember he was gone. So I had to hit some topics while he was gone, y'all. And he said, I can't believe that you did the 1K date without me. Y'all saw 1K date. So guess what? We gonna bring 1K date part 2. The 1K date. You know what I'm saying? The gold digger's paradise. That's what I'm gonna call it
now. Before you even say it's a gold digger's paradise, I say it's a dumbass paradise. I'm gonna say, what in your right ass mind think you are worth $1,000 on the first damn date? And what the lady was saying, he will pay for her Uber SUV. He will pay for her outfit, money in her pocket. I'm like, what the hell? Sound more like a hooker.
Nah, but Uncle Tim, that let you know somebody young and dumb wrote it, because when she was talking about the food, I was full talking about the food, let alone thinking I'm gonna pay for this. She's like, we gotta get some appetizers, we gotta get the meal, we gotta have shots before the drinks, then we had the drinks, then we get bottle service. Then I'm like, and then you gotta get a section. I'm like, a section? It's just me and you. What I need a section for?
Because this person never had anybody before. You can tell just by listening. Hell, hold on. Now, I don't hear ambulance because they don't need to revive this argument right here. But, you can tell when somebody never had nobody, and she never had anybody. Man, I'm married and I haven't spent a damn $1,000 on a date. I haven't even spent $500, bro.
Yeah, you don't spend five. If you count the gifts, I know I've seen your wife. You just spent 500 on a date, but that's
Yeah,
wife
that's
date.
wife.
Hmm. He don't put a ring on it because he wanted it. You
You
know,
know what?
have I spent $1,000 on a date
Yeah.
with my wife? If do trips count?
Hold on, let me think.
Do a trip count as a date?
No, trip don't count. You
Trip
know
don't
why?
count.
Because a trip is more than just one day.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
you go on a trip, you going for the weekend or 3 days or a
Okay.
week.
I don't think I spent $1,000 on a date with my wife. Do I think maybe have I spent over about $1,000 in a day on my wife? Yes. Have I spent $1,000 on a date with my wife? Off the top of my head, I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say off the top of my head, straight up, man. You know, no disrespect to anybody that can do that, but I just don't see doing that because I'm trying to see what's the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure where we going to get food that. Well, I know where you can get food at for that price. I
Mm-hmm.
know, but I don't want to touch that. Okay, so we ain't gonna put that in this video. But I'm trying to think. Okay, we said shots.
Mm-hmm.
We said drinks.
Yep.
Okay, just off of these two right here,
Mm-hmm.
you already buzzed.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna go to a jazz place to get a vibe and get a bottle service. So
Mm-hmm.
now we have another drink.
Mm-hmm. And that's somebody to me that ain't never really had champagne. If you had champagne, you already know you.
Listen,
Oh, they got trying to
let
revive
me
my
find your argument.
reviving my. You in this ambulance. Look, we got low budget value, y'all. We got to get it where we can get it. This is like a black movie, y'all. Look, the acting is good, but you know the production value is a little low.
Oh, that was bad.
It's true. I love my black movies. Y'all know that. We got Black Sundays over here.
Man, I'm gonna say this. Like you said, it sounds like somebody who have never experienced anything, man. You know, or been anywhere with anybody because you saying $1,000 get your game up. What are you bringing to the table that I'm bringing $1,000 with?
And guess what she done said? Nothing. She ain't said she brought nothing to this whole thing. It's just I was just there. You know, he bought you gotta buy me an outfit, pick me up, feed me, party with me, and send me home.
What am I getting for this?
Look here, Uncle Tim, let me say this. Some of y'all overvaluing yourself. If y'all don't know, we've already made a video about that high $40. High $40 can get straight to the point. Okay? You want $1,000 to boost your ego. Just like some of them women say, well, I get flew out. Look here, if you get flew out on Spirit, that is not considered flew out, okay?
Man, ain't no lie now. Spirit is a plane and you do fly out.
Uncle Tim, if the ticket is $8 and then you still and
Come on, I never seen a Spirit
and you
for $8.
they have $8 tickets. I had a look. The ticket $8, and then he still make you pay for your bag, and then you already know if you've ever flown Spirit, you got to pay for your drinks, your seatbelt, the napkin, the water. You know, you got to pay to land. Look, we ain't gonna land unless everybody put 5 on it. You know, y'all just gotta know. Sometimes that don't count as flued out. Just because you got on a plane, it don't count as flued out. That's the same thing as me giving you $22 on a Greyhound. You might as well take the Greyhound. It's the same thing, baby. I got droved out. You know, just be with it.
Well, you know, I'm gonna say. See, you got jokes. You might want to do some stand up, man. You know,
I ain't got no jokes, man.
man, we might have to step into some stand up. I'm serious, man. Do something on stand up. But back to the topic. I'm gonna say this: when you sitting here, I'm trying to add $1,000 up in a date.
Right.
I'm trying to figure what type of outfit you got on. Do we got rhinestones or Swarovski crystals on it? The hell am I saying?
But her reasoning for the date, again, let me say this. I'm married. If I want to do something for my wife, that is different. This is somebody's talking about a first date. So there's not a guaranteed second date. This is just the first date. because the way it was even written was making me think, like, who wrote this? They said, because you don't want to see me in an outfit that another man has seen me in. So you want to give me money for.
I don't know you. That's why it's a first date. But when it come down to money like that, I'm gonna be serious, man. Most men would expect some ass, and I'm gonna be honest. They would. And for $1,000, you gonna give me some ass. So I'm just crack it open. Let's go.
Wow.
No, I don't mean like I'm gonna take it or something, but it's already guaranteed. It's already written. Look, I send you a card.
It wasn't written in her story because you had to give you sent the Uber to send her home, and you put money in her pocket.
But see, she didn't tell you where the Uber is coming from, though. It got to be coming from your house because, look, you already know you got to perform for that $1,000. You better be in there performing your ass off. It's the performing arts.
Wow.
Hot $1,000, baby.
A hot 1,000? Like I said, I'm married, and I still haven't been on $1,000 date with my wife. And I love my wife. Man, y'all know I love my wife. I say it all the time on here. Nah, baby, it ain't $1,000. And here's the thing. I don't think my wife would let me spend $1,000 on a date. She'd be like, did you just spend the light bill money on a date? Like, what? Wait, you spent...
Damn, your light bill money is $1,000?
You see this production value, right? Look, this $1,000 light right here. Just
get out of that damn mansion there.
This is man.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I agree with you. My wife would sit here and look at me like I lost my damn man spending $1,000 on a date, and I'm being honest because my wife would tell me, "Look, we more than okay with spending $100 or $200 on a date because if you want to go somewhere really good, you're gonna spend a little money." Now I'm gonna be honest. I can say the most that can be spent basically is like $300. Because think about it. If you add some things in that you never did, I want to go to the symphony orchestra, and we're gonna go eat at Gibson Steakhouse, and after that we're gonna go for a ride in the limo. You sit here like, why is he talking like that? But all of this stuff included, you sitting here thinking to yourself like, well, I'm gonna pay a little money, but you thinking it's a special occasion. But I see somebody talking about $1,000 for basically nothing. I'm trying to understand.
Look here. You know what? Maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe if it was the night that you were gonna propose, maybe okay. Maybe I could say you $1,000. You got a band. You got a nice restaurant. You done put maybe some of that stuff on a night that you propose. Not that bottle service and drinks and all that crap. But maybe you can get there. A nice bottle of champagne. You propose. You make sure his money, get you a nice outfit and, family there. So maybe you paying for other meals you didn't plan on paying for. But first date, I'm sorry, I ain't never. I don't care if I am a billionaire. I'm not dropping $1,000 on a first date. Because guess what? A first date does not guarantee a second date. What if you drop $1,000, then she be like, you know what? That was too much. I don't think I can go on a second date. You be sitting there.
Well, I'm going to say this, though. You have to be careful on how high you set the bar on the first date. And I'm going to be honest now. I'm going to be really honest. Now, see, everybody wants the best treatment on the first date. I was talking to a young lady, just that this was just a friend. She was just telling me all this stuff. And she was telling me, she said, on the first date, I expect, like Red Lobster or Steakhouse. And I'm thinking like, wait, hold on.
Low budget.
Huh?
Nothing, go ahead.
You said low budget?
Go ahead, brother.
No, what did you just say?
I said low budget. When you hit the Red Lobster on the first date, I'm like, that ain't a real bill.
No. What I'm going to say to you, and I'm going to be honest with you, is when you start dropping names of restaurants and, and I'm going to be honest. Again, it's a first date. Person don't know you. A lot of times, you talked on the phone, but when you talk to somebody on the phone, did you really talk to them? Well, you gotta really look at them and tell sometimes what they talking about because some people lie.
So you know what? Let's make this real for us. Now, granted, we've been out the game a long time, Tim. We retired, jerseys in the rafters. All we doing is coaching right now. But when you were a single man a thousand moons ago, you know, what would you say would be a good number for a first date from a man's perspective?
Now, now look, I'm gonna be honest here. It's gonna be under 100.
Under 100.
Shit, honestly, it might be under 50.
Wow. What can you do on a date for under $50?
You go to the show for a minute.
The
Hell
show, that's $50.
yeah.
Two movie tickets, $15. That's 30. You got to get some popcorn, nachos, a drink, or something. Bang, you had $50.
But what I'm just trying to say is, you go out, get some coffee, you sit down. You know, you get to know the person because over meal, you really don't get to know nobody over meal. You got to sit down, talk. You know, I don't drink coffee. My wife don't either. But on our first date, we sat and we drank coffee and we talked to one another.
Mm.
And, you know, in that process, you know, I got to know her and she got to know me. But, you know, while you're eating, you're not talking, you're eating.
True.
And there's no conversation. But if you go to the show, there's still no conversation because you're watching the movie. So you need some time to get to talk to that person. Bottle service, you're too busy trying to get drunk. You know, you trying to, you know, pop shots and, man, come on. Nobody ain't really trying to hear that. But, you know, for the first date, I think you should be honest. It should be simple and it should be quick. You should get to know the person. It should be like, what, 30 to an hour?
Okay. So I haven't been on the first date in a long time, y'all. So y'all have to excuse a little my ignorance. I've been married, over a decade. So I gotta go back.
Damn,
Like, man, I don't.
that was before man.
Right, and then, man, I was with my wife for a lot of years before we got married. So, man, I gotta go back.
Your wife before y'all got married?
We were together 5 years. So, hell, Bush was president. George W. Bush was president when I met my wife.
The first or the second?
No. You got jokes? Okay.
Which was it? Which Bush was it?
You know it was the son. Like I got I met my wife when the first Bush. I met my wife in '88, and we've been together. Stop playing. It seemed like that long though. It seemed like that long. She been around forever. She done saw everybody grow up, y'all. We was just talking about that last night. She done saw people that's babies that got babies now.
Well, I can agree with that. I can see that.
Trying to equate for the time. If I was courting my wife now as a young lady that I met and we agreed to go on a first date, I would think a woman of that beauty and standard, I would probably say $100 to $200 for a date. And I would say a decent restaurant. I think for certain people, when you in your early 20s and all that, maybe Red Lobster would do. But when you dating a grown ass woman, y'all, and for those of you who don't like when we cuss, I'll change it up. A grown asterisk woman, you gonna have to not blow it out the water, but you're gonna have to show that you are a man to be taken serious. Because a woman who looks and brings something to the table, she's going to have multiple suitors, and she's probably having multiple suitors on a daily basis trying to court her. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And she gave you an opportunity to court her. So I'm not saying you got to spend $1,000. No, that's crazy. But to get a good meal, or even if you went to the show and y'all did maybe a dessert after, I already said the show cost $50. Y'all went and had like maybe coffee and dessert after. You know what? Right there, that's probably another $20, $30. You at $80 right there without even trying. So I'm thinking $100 to $200 is solid.
But say this to you though, and I'm gonna have to say this, and it goes back to something that I said in the beginning. And I'm gonna be honest. You have to really be careful. And to all the younger people out there, be careful how much you spend on the first date. Because again, that first date is a precedent. If you come out the gate spending $200 on the first date, they're going to expect it. Some people expect that.
Right.
And you have to make sure that you're not living above your means. The first date, you done spend $500 and you like, girl, this is what we do. Second date, she want a $500 date. She like, yeah,
But Uncle Tim, that same thing that you just gave. But understand, I'm 35 years old. I'm a grown ass man.
Oh, I
So
didn't say to you. I
right,
said
no,
to
no, no, no. At 35 years old, it's a different standard of when you date a woman. Now, if you go back and you ask this woman that I'm married to what our first date was, um, I don't know, babe. You want to tell them what the first date was?
We went to, we were young. We were like in high school, or I was in high school. We went to, Ford City?
We went to Ford City
We
Mall,
went to the
y'all.
movies.
And we went to the
Japanese
movies.
anime movie.
And you know what? We went to the movies and we're going to leave it at that. We went to the movies, y'all, and Ford City Mall. And when I say we went to Ford City Mall, it's literally what I just said. We went. There was no shopping. There was no getting of fits. There was nothing bought but the movie tickets. I paid for the meal. I must have really been feeling myself.
But did you buy any drinks though? Now we know you and drinks. I don't know what is it about this man. Like she better not get no pop.
Look, you gotta earn a drink with me, okay?
No, but I'll tell you what my first date with my wife was. We went to the show. No, we had coffee first.
Right.
We went to the show. Then we went to Taco Bell afterward.
And hold on, and let me highlight something for those of you who haven't understood what gets you a ring. The show is getting you a ring these days. Go ahead, let me put that in there. He took his wife first real date to the show. I took my wife first real date to the show. They both got rings on. I'm gonna just put that out there. They like Bugs Bunny right now, y'all. They got the carrots. Go ahead.
Well, hell, it got me this ring.
Hallelujah, glory.
So, I'm going to say this. When you sit there and you think about, again, a date is all set up basically for you two to get to know each other. Mm-hmm. And if you're too busy trying to show off, it ain't going to come through right.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what? Let's bring it up. Let's bring it round. Let's bring it round trip. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this 1K date. Look, if you got the money to do it, hey, do you. I'm not sitting here judging you. But if you out there and you demanding that you get bottle service and $1,000 gets spent on you on a first date, you're going to be sorely disappointed. And when it don't happen, and then you be like, what happened over there? Well, she went to the show on her first date.
Well, but you know what? Now, if you're telling me somebody like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, even though Steve Jobs is not here anymore. But I'm naming people who make tons of money. Now, it's something expected differently from these people. Now, you going on a date that don't make common sense. They going to the best. Now, yeah, we going to the apron garden. You like, what?
Minus Jeff Bezos, because he's divorced now. All of them was with their wife when they didn't have no money. And I guarantee y'all they went to the show. Something about the show get you a ring. I'm sorry, Uncle Tim. I gotta forget that everybody ain't from the Midwest when I say the show. I'm sorry. The show in the Midwest is the equivalent of what some of you people call the movie theater. So when we say the show, that's not saying you're going to an opera or something of that nature. That means you are going to a movie theater with another person.
Because,
AKA the show.
When you said Ford City, people were like, Ford City? And they took it to the show. They're like, Ford City? Let me look that up real quick. The show? Like, what type of show is they going to see? And, was the people there just running around with opera masks on? No!
Again, you got to forget, we speak Midwest, Uncle Tim. We speak Midwest. Everybody don't understand. I went to McDonald's and said pop one day, and the guy was like, what? I said, oh, my God. Let me get a soda pop. He was like, what? Okay, y'all stupid. But I digress. And back to this 1K date. I'm going to wrap it up on my end, then, Uncle Tim, I'm going to let you take it out, all right? For me, a 1K date, even if I were a billionaire, is a lot. Because I think when you make certain monies, you want to know if that person's there for you or they there for what you can provide. And if a person is there for what you can provide, sometimes that ain't the person for you. I'm not saying all the time. Sometimes you have a person who understands how to play the game. But for the most part, you need somebody who's there for you and not for your assets. And I'm going to leave it at that for me.
I'm going to say this. For a lot of guys out there, if they're spending $1,000, they're going to get some of that asset. And I'm just going to be honest. It's just real. If I spend $1,000, it ain't no, well, he think he don't get some. No, he gonna get some butt. Now, ain't, gonna take it or nothing, but I'm just saying, it's implied. It's really implied. You got to think about it.
The expectation. I understand.
You got to think about it, But with that being said, that's just me, and I'm gonna send it out. I'm asking everybody nowadays to understand that Big Keison, just because he's wearing glasses, don't mean anything. Don't be scared. He look like a professor of law or something. So look.
Okay, first of all, these are prescriptions. Stop hating. Okay. And they Ray-Bans. You better
But
put
if
some
you look on
respect
the
on
side
them.
of the glasses, you can see the magnification strip. So we know them ain't prescription.
Nah, brother, these are prescription.
Place, man.
These are prescription Ray-Bans. Okay. But put
they
some respect
awesome,
on them.
Them sharp glasses, man.
All right. But with that said, again, that's Uncle Tim, aka Tim 2.0, aka Tim 2.0 Review. Make sure you follow that man. Again, y'all already know all the info. With that said, ain't no way she getting $1,000 date. I said it, and we out. We argue in the comments.